Hello students, you are welcome in Limits and Derivatives Part 7, Chapter 13. This is question number 23 today. So here we have to evaluate limit x tends to 0 of fx and x tends to 0 of fx. So where function fx is 2x plus 3 when x is less than equal to 0. 3 into x plus 1 when x is greater than 0. It means this function is changing value at 0. At less than 0 function is different. At greater than 0 it is different. So function having two different values about 0. It means when you cross the number line, the function is changing value at 0. So in these type of questions, so you have to evaluate left hand limit as well as right hand limit as 0. To evaluate limit of this function at 0, so you consider this is the number line at x is equal to 0 at this point. On the left hand side, we will have the values less than 0. It means if you can consider the value minus 0.9, minus 0.99, all these values are less than 0. So similarly on the right hand side, I have taken value 0.1, so 0.1 is greater than 0. So all values on the right hand side of 0 will fall in this interval. It means when we are calculating left hand limit, when we are approaching 0 from left, so all these values are falling in this interval. So the function will be 2x plus 3. On the right hand side, all values will fall in this interval, so function will be this one. So left hand limit and what is right hand limit? We know x tends to limit x tends to 0 minus, or so it means values are on the left hand side of 0, 0 plus right hand side of 0. We can also write x tends to, it is 0 plus h. If x is 0 plus h, I told you h represents here very small value. So if x is 0 plus h, then h tends to 0. So how to evaluate limit of this function? How to write down first? Evaluate left hand limit at 0. We are discussing limit of this function at 0. So it means left hand limit, it may be written like this: x tends to 0 minus of fx. Now put value of fx. 0 minus means less than 0. Function will be 2x plus 3. So replace x by 2x plus 3. Now if x is 0 minus h, then h is very small. You have to change the values. For the left hand limit, we will assume x by 0 minus h. For the right hand limit, we will assume x by 0 plus h. H will tend to 0 in that case. So you change the limit, replace x by 0 minus h, and here in limit h tends to 0. So 2 into 0 minus h plus 3. After simplification, it is 3. So 3, this is value of left hand limit. Now evaluate right hand limit. Right hand limit can be written like this: limit x tends to 0 plus of fx. Now 0 plus for this function, or for these values, the function is 3 into x plus 1. So replace x by 3 into x plus 1. Now for right hand limit, we will substitute x by 0 plus h, where h will tend to 0. So limit h tends to 0, 3 into 0 plus h plus 1. So after simplification, it is 3. Here we can check. So left hand limit and right hand limit both are equal to 3. Or we can also write limit x tends to 0 minus of fx is equal to limit x tends to 0 plus of fx, it is equal to 3. So because both are equal, so therefore limit exists, and answer is 3. If both these are not equal, then we will say limit does not exist, and it is, so answer will be limit does not exist. So because them equal, so we can write answer, therefore limit x tends to 0 of fx is 3. So now 3 is the answer. So it means when function is changing value, at the point where we are evaluating the limit, then we have to evaluate left hand limit and right hand limit separately. To understand this, you evaluate limit of this function at 1. Evaluate limit at this function. So when we cross 1, it means on the left hand side of 1, on the right hand side of 1, all values 1 minus h type or 1 plus h type values will fall in this interval. Slightly less value than 1, it means 0.99 can be. More than values 1.01. All these values are falling in this interval, so this is a polynomial. So it means there is no need to change, there is no need to evaluate the limit, left hand limit and right hand limit. So it should be 1 and we have to evaluate this. So it means evaluate limit x tends to 1 of fx. So it means there is no need to, because fx is a polynomial now. So there is no need to evaluate right hand limit and left hand limit. So we know limit x tends to a of fx is equal to fa when it is polynomial. So evaluate fa, it is 3 into 2 and 6 is the answer. So I hope it is clear to all of you. Move on to question number 25. Evaluate limit x tends to 0 of fx, where fx is mod of x upon x when x is not equal to 0. It means for less than 0, for right hand 0, for more than 0, we will take this function for left hand limit and for right hand limit also. At x is equal to 0, fx is 0. So we have to evaluate left hand limit and right hand limit. Left hand limit can be written like this: fx is mod of x upon x. To evaluate left hand limit, we will assume x by 0 minus h. H will tend to 0. 0 minus h mod upon 0 minus h. Minus h mod is plus h. It is minus h. So after simplification, it is minus 1. Similarly, right hand limit, x tends to 0 plus of fx, you put values. For right hand limit, we will replace x by 0 plus h. H tends to 0. So plus h mod is plus h. After cancellation, it is 1. So here we can observe left hand limit is not equal to right hand limit. They are not equal. So it means limit x tends to 0 of fx does not exist. It means we cannot evaluate this because limit does not exist. If both equal, then limit exists and then we can write the answer. So for this question, we will write the answer limit does not exist. So it was 25th. So that's all for today. You try 2 questions of this exercise up to 25. So thank you.